I'm Urza47, and this is episode number 15 of the Internet Witnesses Urza playing the Witness. As in the last couple of episodes, we are still here in the Center Mountain area, which presumably are some of the final puzzles in the game. And I am tasked with... I don't remember exactly. Let's try to get our bearings, see if we can figure out where we are. So we already did these puzzles. So we need to... Right, we need to solve this puzzle then. And oh yeah, I need to figure out a way to solve this puzzle in addition to the first one. So I need to actually go back to the concept art, I presume. Right, so there's a door here. So those doors I can presumably... No, that's not a door, it's just a clear pane of glass. Although there are exits here, here, and here. And here, here, and here. So that explains why this was blocked off, because there's another dot that's going to show up. Okay, so we need to do something very straightforward. That's probably not going to do it, because, yeah, I need to set... There's 6 of these orange stars, and they need to be sequestered off into groups of 2. So something like this would work. The problem is I can't actually go through there because I need to use the other screen to actually use that exit. Not going to fly for that reason. I can't just split them in 2 like this. Yeah, they need to be like kept. Like this works as a solution. But again, because I can go over there, but I'm not going to be able to I might as well do it just to illustrate to myself that that's how this works. But I'm not then going to be able to complete this. Because I can't do this puzzle without first having a path to get over here. So anytime I'm standing at this console, there's already going to be a path drawn. As you can see, I can't actually draw anything because reasons. So we're going to have to go back. Figure out a way to draw this such that I can draw some kind of path from here to here. So if I'm going to draw a path from here to here, then that means I must use this exit. Okay, because if I do some sort of cut across to this exit, then it's not going to be then it's not going to be possible for us to actually draw a path from here to there, because there's going to be this line in the way. That being the case, those guys are unhappy. There's a lot of unhappiness. And as I said before, that this is one way. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There could be another way of doing this. I could create some valid solution here, then go over there, create a different valid solution, then run back and change the first solution to the exit. That might be what I need to do. So let's create some kind of valid solution that actually exits in one of those two places. That works, but it doesn't actually provide an exit, sadly. However, if I do this, okay, we do this, then we go around. Then we take this and we just do the following. And that opens the door up. Because we don't have to actually do any of these puzzles, because this other line already did them for me. But we can walk on this, but obviously we don't need to. Then we just have to go back here and redraw the first line. Up the freaking stairs. God damn, why is this staircase so hard? Okay. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me think about this. I might need to actually draw the yellow line slightly differently. Yeah, I need to draw the yellow line slightly differently. Okay, at first I thought this didn't matter, but in actuality it does. We actually need to do this. Well, I suppose this segment doesn't matter, so I might as well do that. We need to keep those two things segregated. So that we can do the following. We need to cut around through here. Oh my gosh. See, now we can't do this. How did I do this the first time with this? Right, clearly I need to... Oh gosh, this is a lot more difficult than I thought. Because now I can't actually draw a line to separate the white and the black. Okay. I thought I had it figured out, but I did not. To develop both of them or neither of them. So now, does there exist a valid path for blue to take? I'm not sure that there does. Because this gap here exists. If that gap there didn't exist, I could... So if you let's trace backwards. If you go back through here... and you need some kind of... I decided you couldn't do it this way, because now there's no freedom to, yeah, there's only one path to get to the black piece. It's not possible to escape the white piece either, so this is wrong. If I do this, hopefully, possibly, maybe... I can figure out a way to do this from here. So I must exit this way. And furthermore... Oh, hold on a second. Let me make sure I have the puzzle. Man, the rules of this puzzle figured out. Okay, yes, there are only 3 ways out. There isn't some fancy thing I can do with the orange that lets me sort of get across without actually completing a solution across. I would like to do this, but there's no room to do that. Oh, here we go. We need to do... Ah, shit. Oh my goodness. This number. Except now those 3 stars are unhappy. Like, this is not gonna fly, sadly. Well, actually, it's not going to fly for a different reason, but... Like, we have to capture one of those and one of these. Okay, this puzzle is not actually symmetric. Can I go back? Oh my goodness. Oh my, oh, this is the worst. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do is do the same... Or at least try to do. Maybe it's because there's actually a different point of non-symmetry. I'm just going to not use that for right now. Turn that off. I'm going to go back over here. And we're going to do the inverse of this solution, which I can't actually do. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, you can't do the inverse of this solution. Because I would love to be able to do is like have... Well, no, that's not going to work either. But let's start at the beginning. Is there a better way to get across than what I have already demonstrated? That's probably the best place to start. That's a solution, but I can't. Oh, oops, so I'd like to do this. But now I can't get... Now this guy has nowhere to go. Because there's a gap here. You can't cut across. Well, that's the same solution I had before. Except this one's more restrictive. So you can make it less restrictive by doing this. And then I go over there and I do... Yeah, I have this... This is the same thing I already did. It's no... Actually, that's not true. This one's slightly different. This one's slightly different. I took more liberties over here next to the exit, which I wasn't planning on using anyway on this end of the room. I wonder if it's possible to have this initial blue line exit here. That is something I would love to know. Okay, so for the $1 million, we need to figure out a solution to this puzzle that exits here. Clearly this line needs to be here. And clearly we can't go down there, so it has to come up from here somewhere. can't go around here. Likewise, you can't do something like this. Oh! Oh, I think I have an idea. No, I don't. Maybe I do. So this would be great, except yeah, if I fail at something like that. No, I can't actually. So the original solution was this. It's not possible for if I did this. I wonder. It sounds it feels suspiciously similar to something I did 15 minutes ago. But I'm not seeing another way forward. That's to do this. And then find a way somehow to get this blue one to the exit. Love to do it this way, but alas, the white and the black have not been racially gerrymandered. Yeah, this is the same dilemma I had before. There's a hole here, and I can't do this. And because I have to do this. I have to split this star and that white piece. Okay. We're going to go back, turn the orange thing off, and try to redo the first solution again. And we're going to try doing the inverse. I tried doing this 10 minutes ago, decided it didn't work. I'm deciding that has to be wrong. There must be a way to make it work. Because I don't see a way to make it work with this initial path. And the way it worked was by doing this. Of course, the problem here is that now the other path can't get out. Is there any way to get out that way? The problem is that the paths are so limited on this tiny little map. That's the most space-efficient way to isolate that black and these fixed, and critically these two things as well, but here I was able to do this. I could isolate around. But you can't do that here because this is there. You have to go out and then outside. See, my initial solution on this side is to go inside out, like this. If I try to go outside in, now I have a problem of, oh, where does this... I can't encircle any more star pieces, so I would have to do this. This is valid, but it didn't actually help any. Unless I... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because you need to keep... You need to divide the area into at least 3 pieces. So you have to go inside, and then out, and then inside again. Like this, inside, then out, then inside again, then back out, and then to the exit. So I've actually divided the play area into 4 sectors by using this solution. Maybe there's a way we can like segment this somehow. No, not easily. This would work. If you... Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if you can cross here. Ah, for crust. Because here there is a path around, but I can't put it in. That's not going to fly. I have to separate those 4 things. Which means I would have to do something like this. And if I do this, then that defeats the whole point because now I can't get out. Let's look at this again. There must be a way of doing this that I'm just not seeing at all. Because the first step has to be getting over there, and there's only two ways to do that. And by necessity, it involves doing something like this. Well, you also have to do... But what if we develop the white piece? Now we can't get out, however. This at least has the virtue of allowing us a path out. Is there any other valid solution to this besides this, or the slight white-black variation of this? Oops. The slight variation of this. The slight variation this. Besides those two and slight variations on them. Actually, a better variation would actually be this. But other than this and the slight change, like from here, like here and that, is there any way to solve this initial puzzle? And if there is, it is not obvious to me what it is. I guess this works too, theoretically, but the other side can't do anything if you do this, so it's rather moot. So that's a solution, but it doesn't involve actually going to the other side. If I want to go all the way to the other side, I have to do... That's a thing. But again, the other side is stuck now. That was true before, and it's still true now. I could do this, but then what's the point of it all? All roads lead me back here, and it feels like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and not getting any different results, obviously. Okay, I'm going to try something. Something that I don't think is actually going to work, but I will try it nonetheless. This opens the door, but now the question is... Okay, evidently the answer is no, I cannot. There's an elevator there, but I can't get to it. And moreover, this screen doesn't appear to be usable. There must be a button on like the inside that I can't see. The floor probably isn't relevant. Whew. No funny colors on the trees and things kind of growing. It would be wonderful if I could encircle that piece somehow. Or if I could do this. Or even just this. Try this slightly differently. On the idea that now this can do something like, that's not going to fly. This will. My theory is, what if you can do something now on this side? Is it possible to find a better solution here? I can do that. Yeah, it's possible this is more than 3 steps. Now I can do the thing I really wanted to do over here. I'm thinking ahead to the next line. Because I have to, like, somehow loop one of these. I have to do something like this. That. Oh, I think we've got it. By Jove, I think we've got it. Oh, yeah. So I'm guessing this elevator can't go up. Therefore, I'll have to make it go down. is where I wanted to go. Never hurts to be thorough. This elevator's moving awfully slowly. And so we've reached the bottom of this large mountain area thing. Okay, so there's various puzzles drawn on the floor. Which I guess I have to solve in order to proceed out of here. So I will somewhat arbitrarily choose to start with this puzzle. And I have a strong suspicion these 4 puzzles are interrelated somehow. So that does this. For this puzzle, I have to do something like... that. Oh, no. That has to be like... These puzzles seem awfully easy. I'm sure there must be some catch to this. Okay, last puzzle. Oh, this one seems a bit more difficult. Sounds different. I knew there had to be some kind of catch here. So let's look at this one step at a time. Each of these 4 blocks can produce one of 2 different pieces. Presumably, I can also do... Actually, no. I feel like this... Oops. I feel like this must be the valid answer here. So I have a rotatable... Is it possible? So this has to go the other way. That way you can actually do this. Oops. This. No? I don't understand. Why are those two complaining? So I combine this 3 with... Okay, what if I change this piece here to this? Oh, it's not actually possible to do it that way. This works. But I can't actually draw a box here. I don't see a way to build this in a way that... Okay, so this has to be this. This I have a choice, but I chose to make it that. I wonder what happens if I try going back up. This elevator moved faster. I feel like I need a new perspective on this bottommost puzzle. wonder if I go up here I can... Probably not. Okay, so is it possible? Oh, I have to do something like this. So here's the 3. Is it possible like any of these like not blink? If I do something like this. No, but this has to be vertical. It has to do something like this. Okay, so the area of this is now, because there's more I can't see, it's 10 actually. And I have 4 and 7. Now the area is 6. So this piece can fit here. Then this one here, like this piece along here, this Tetris piece 4, like up here and then crossing and down like that. And then well, I can even like scooch it here and this. So hold on, what's the total area of these regions here? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So it's 15 if we do this, which isn't gonna fly. It's 13 if we do this. Remember, it has to. We can only reduce it in 2s. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have it right on area. The problem is I can't actually fit. has to be something like this. Something that averages that so that the area works. Problem is if we do something like this, now I've just taken one piece out of the equation. I've taken several pieces out of the equation. Yeah, that's not gonna work unless I can take them both out. But yeah, dividing them like this can't work because these two here on the bottom, from this perspective, have a different area than the two on the top. And I can't have these two outside regions have different areas because these lines are mirror images of each other. I'm going to go back downstairs. Think about it in terms of area, it might be easier to arrive at the correct solution. And of course, this slow-ass elevator wasting everyone's time. We can actually do this at different... One of these... It has to be one of these pieces. But I do have... freedom as far as which one I select. So I can change this to represent either one of these four pieces rotated either way. This is set in stone. I can't change it. This I could change, but it would add an extra bit of area. And I'm not sure if we can swing that. Because this would have to be like... Yeah, literally the only way for this to fit would be if I did something like this, and obviously I can't do that and still reach the exit. Although I wonder if I do this. Does that actually change the puzzle if I do that? It does not. Okay. Then we'll do this in a more straightforward manner so it's obvious from further away. So let's review the area. 3, 6, 9, 13. And 13 we reach with this type of pattern here. So we need to figure out how this all fits. same reason this probably doesn't work. Let's think in terms of combinations here. So these two pieces here together encompass a 2 across and 3 down shape. So it's back there. I might have to just draw these out on a piece of paper and then like play with them. Wow, where's all right. Oh, what am I doing? So we have a 3x6 area that I guess we can sub-separate. Could do 1. That does not work, sadly. So I do this, then these pieces can sort of we're going to take a photograph. Of this puzzle. And at some point I'm going to have to figure out, like, this is the sort of thing I need to be, like, playing with Tetris pieces in order to figure out. I'm probably not going to be able to figure it out just randomly playing with shapes here. And this inside out thing just is not gonna work. So all 4 of these pieces need to be part of the same region, I think. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We're gonna call it an episode here. Join me next episode when we hopefully figure out this one puzzle and then do something. I have no idea where the game goes from here or what's going to happen next. Presumably, like, these doors would open and I would go down there to a destination I can only guess at. Assuming, of course, I can ultimately figure out how to do this puzzle here. We'll see. I'll see you next time. Good night.